about myself, I am from New Orleans. I went to school here at Southern University, Baton Rouge, where I was elected as sophomore class president. That was a valuable experience because it taught me how to interact with administration and the university and on a much larger scale the system and the state as a whole. Came here to Southern. I had the pleasure of serving as my class 1L class president, where I had the privilege of serving alongside with D'Angelo Frazier, who is our Section 2 representative. Now, when you decide tonight who do you want to be your next SBA president or the leader of the entire student body, I would like you to consider a couple of factors. One, who has the experience in working with SBA, the university, and also with the state of Louisiana. That's very important. The job of SBA president not only deals with the day-to-day functioning of SBA in the student body, but also dealing with the board of supervisors, dealing with administration, dealing with the legislature, when they decide they want to jackpot student tuition. Also, I want you to think about, out of the plans we propose for myself and Mr. Frazier, whose plan is most feasible? What plan can be done in a short period of time, which we have to serve as your SBA president? I believe my 5-point plan is very simple, and it's something I can say I did while I was in office, because I don't ever want to promise you something and not be able to deliver on. Number one, and number two are pretty much the same thing. What I'm going to do as your SBA president, I'm going to work with the e-board, because my job as SBA president is to work with the people who you surrounded me with, so we can do things, to increase or improve the general welfare of the student body. There are many things that, are ideas that I have, but I know that no one has a monopoly on good ideas, so that's why I'm going to rely on people who you put forth to work with me. Also, going to work alongside the e-board to find ways in which we can increase and improve both the efficiency and communication of SBA. I think that we can always do things better, looking for new ways to improve. Third, I promise that I will be accessible to you. I've said that I will host office hours. Aside from being an agent, there may be students, eating students who may not be here during the day, or students who may want to talk to me in private. My door will always be open. You can come see me anytime you want, if I'm not an agent. Fourth, this is really important, the bar passing rates. I want to work with administration to find solutions that have been plaguing us for the last couple of years. I found that last year and this year, administration has pretty much talked at us instead of talking with us to find solutions to this problem. Now, the problem is twofold. On our end, we have to do our business and make sure we're up to par, or we're ready for the game day for the bar. But also, I think they need to do their job in preparing us for the bar. And there are things that can be done. And saying that you're going to stick with what's been going on, what you've been doing, is not good enough, because the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, but expecting a different result. And finally, being president, gives us a platform to go out into the community. What I want to do is I want to go out there, work with business leaders, work with the institutions, with the undergrad, with the law center of LSU, with the undergrad at LSU, and also with BRCC, to find ways in which we can partner up and have a partnership that will be beneficial to our students. So finally, I humbly ask you for your support and your vote to be your next SBA president. I don't think I can do all this on my own, but with your help and a team around us, we can accomplish some big things. So I appreciate your support and talking with you after. Thank you.
My name is D'Angelo Frazier, and I'm ready to become your next SBA president in 2014. Make no mistake about it, the position of SBA president is not about the title, the pay, or the recognition. Being SBA president is about being the chief servant who's been vested with the responsibility to serve the student body and our thousands of alumni. The chief servant whose responsibility it is to serve our students and lead them to better and greater things. The chief servant whose responsibility is to be the brand ambassador of our great institution and show the world and Louisiana that we are not just a law school across the hump, but we are the Southern University Law Center who has made the dream possible and affordable to all. Now, you guys all know, as 2L class president, I started the Bar 15 Initiative. The Bar 15 Initiative was a program held directly for the 2L class in order to make sure that we were prepared for the bar that's coming up. Over the summer, I called a meeting of my peers, my colleagues, and professors, wanting to address how do we prepare our class for this big bar that we're supposed to approach. That initiative went from not just encompassing the 2L class, but also now serving the 3L class. And hopefully in the future, we can also serve the 1L class. One good thing that we did while we started that initiative, that was just this summer, we got together and we found out all expenses related to bar. Over the Christmas break, I sent an email to the 2L class asking them to evaluate your financial situation. We found a booklet that we created over the summer that broke down the expenses of the bar. On the low end, the bar can cost anywhere from $14,000. On the high end, it can cost anywhere from $36,000, depending on a student's financial situation. So, I'm about problem solving, and I've showed you guys that from the Bar 15 Initiative. To expand that, one thing I know we can do this year, I know it's feasible and plausible, is to create a bar savings program where students should be able to take a portion of their financial aid refund, put it into a savings account that can accrue interest, and upon graduation, you use those funds to apply to your bar expenses. That is plausible, that is feasible, and can be done this year. Next thing is definitely the book purchase program. I know for a fact, because I was one of these students, where I had to wait 2 weeks for my financial aid refund, another week to order my books, another week for them to come in, which means that I was starting behind the curve. And I know a majority of our students are the same exact way. We come in 2 to 3 weeks after classes have started with our books. Why can't we fix that? The university now can charge parking tickets to your account and take it out of your financial aid refund before disbursements. So why can't we work along with the new bookstore administration to make the same thing possible, where students can go in the first week of classes, get your books from the bookstore, allow them to charge it to your account, and take that money away from your financial aid refund before it's debited. We can do these things because they currently already do it. We as a student body have to advocate for these things. Another thing that I know we can do this year, because all my initiatives are plausible and feasible, it's about being an overcomer and doing great things for the student body, not just sitting back and letting things just be. Is the Night JAG program. If you guys look at your student fee breakdown, you currently pay for the same things that every undergrad student pays for. That's transportation, that's parking lots. Did you guys know that we have a transportation system here on campus that goes around and takes students from building to building? However, we have not utilized that service. We have students that stay here 9 p.m., 10 p.m., 11 p.m., 12 a.m. that have to usually walk back to the ROTC parking lot or to this back parking lot. If the parking lots aren't dark, they're usually dim lit. 1 minute, we can keep going, sorry. They're usually dim lit. I propose that we work along with the undergrad student body to basically have the transit system here at 9 p.m., 10 p.m. to make sure our students going back and forth to the parking lot. These things are plausible, these things are feasible. As I said before, I'm about realistic goals, things that I know can be accomplished this year. My name is D'Angelo S. Frazier, and I'm not just running to be your SBA president, but I'm running to be the chief servant of the Student Bar Association. Vote for me on Friday, because there's nothing else.
Go, Bud! My spirit.